Nuestro contacto con las comunidades de origen indígena es a través de las organizaciones que existen formadas por movimientos de protesta o de reacción contra proyectos de carácter regional, tratando de entender cómo trabajamos, cuál es nuestra postura desde la universidad, pero también nosotros tratando de llegar con respeto y con apertura para entender sus demandas, que están en principio orientadas hacia la lucha política y que nosotros le damos la perspectiva desde la parte técnica y la parte del ordenamiento del territorio y la planeación.
First Nation communities were, through the Indian Act and the Canadian Constitution, were granted land reserves in Canada. And these reserves were relatively small areas relative to what they were used to having. First Nation areas being very large land base areas that gave them access to fishing and hunting, traditional food collection, access to water. The mobility that they once enjoyed was eradicated by the reserve system in Canada, and First Nations have had to adjust to a very small land base relative to what they once enjoyed.
An important role Indigenous planning is going to play in our community is balancing economic profits with social benefits, and just trying to find that balance so that we can retain our culture but still thrive socially.
Muchas de las comunidades indígenas de la frontera México-Estados Unidos son comunidades binacionales. Esto quiere decir que su territorio es un territorio que trasciende la frontera política entre México y Estados Unidos. Son comunidades que han estado en esos territorios mucho antes de que México y los Estados Unidos se formaran como naciones, y siguen teniendo formas de vida, prácticas religiosas que dependen mucho de la utilización del territorio en ambos lados de la frontera.
We are in an interesting situation because we share the boundary with the largest city in New Mexico. So you can see a real contrast between how our community is settled and how the communities that surround it have become much more urbanized.
Dentro de la perspectiva intercultural de derechos humanos, donde es muy difícil de hablar de lo intercultural si no hay una pluralidad que se respete, es decir, que haya tolerancia, pero no solo tolerancia en términos de reprimir la presión, el rencor, sino de darle cauce. Y en el mundo tzeltal encontramos modelos de expresar y de teorizar y de practicar la tolerancia que parecen mágicos, maravillosos.
I think our work in Fisher River was really great because we were invited by the community to work on the projects, and they identified what would be of interest to them. So we were able to build really good relationships with the community, and because it was a school setting, we were able to admit that we didn't know everything, and I think planners need to do more of that even outside of the school setting, because we don't know everything, so we need to be willing to ask and to discuss and So we had a lot of, within the group, we would talk about our different projects and say, like, is what I'm thinking right? Is there a better way of doing things? Is there a way to better communicate, or is there a better way to work with people instead of trying to impose our own values? So it was nice to be able to explore that.